So the YouTube algorithm is gonna hate me for this, but I don't care. It's more for my records, so yeah, you know. I'm gonna go over my strategy here, so if for no one else than myself, but 3+ hours and at least 20 tries, and I finally did it. I didn't do Sniper Guard because I feel special or anything. It's literally, I was just trying to do it. So, for me, I would have used Myrtle instead of Elysium, but I figure, well, with all these snipers I've got, I'm Elysium, good for snipers, so I chose Elysium. I had to keep on B. I technically didn't have to. I could have put him on I could have put him on S1, but it's all that would have changed is that I put Silver Ash first and then Chen second. Oh, if I had Bagpipe, I don't know why I was talking about S1. Yeah, the reason why Bagpipe here is, I mean, I probably could have used anyone else. I probably would have had more optimal decisions, but it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I would just have to put Silver Ash first, then Chen second, but since I'm using a Bagpipe from someone else just because I can, then I'm using Bagpipe. And there's a very specific order. Just like most people who do Risk 18+, I keep an eye on my order. Of course, I take something. I think I take Ballistas instead of Cooldown or the Tank Buster for False. But yeah, and then the star of my show, Platinum, right there. Question mark? I can't do I don't remember the calculations. I probably could have looked it up better, but when I look at other people's strats, I figure I'm doing probably a little, at least less damage, but not enough where I pass, so it's fine. And, I think, sometimes I would have held off on Elysium's S2, but I think I just used it just to get my, Schwartz and, Telopsis out. Telopsis, I think it could be any other AoE healer. It might even, no, I think it needed to be an AoE healer because, did it have to be? In any case, well, I'm using Telopsis for the passive so that my skills come back faster. As much as it does, it's probably not as tight as I'm making it out to be, but yeah. So really the only active thing I'm looking at, before I have right after everyone's pretty much on the field, Nian's just waiting here. I don't need to use S2 here, but I can, so I might as well do it. That way Nian can come out faster, and she can use, I think she's on S3. So, there's that. But yeah, otherwise, I'm just looking at Chen and trying to basically kill the big guys, these guys as well, the purple arts breakers. Basically, they hurt Chen a lot, and if I leave 2 of them hitting her without any cooldowns, then I'm dead. Technically, Silver Ash is a defensive cooldown as well, because if you kill things faster, you don't need to defend against anything, but yeah. So, again, Platinum is playing a key role, and if not for breaking down Faust when he comes over to the second half of the screen on the right, then because to kill the Avengers, or do a good part of the Avengers damage, because obviously her range extends down to the whole bottom of the map, that way I can get DPS on them sooner. And I think this is the second time I use Silver Ash. I was having trouble before, because when I popped Silver Ash's S3, I guess I was looking to deploy him again, that way I can put him basically right south of Chen. That way I can get some damage on False, but as you'll see in about a moment, or if you watch the non-commentary version, things do go wrong if you suspected that they did. So again, I can't let that I can't let the arts dealer hit Chen too much, and if I do, then I can't have basically 2 big sources of DPS on Chen, otherwise Chen will probably drop without Shining or Nian's defensive cooldowns. So, I get rid of Silver Ash, that way I can redeploy him later and get use of his skill. Bagpipe I just placed there because I have the SP and I might as well get some damage in. It's probably not the most, but meh. And then the main reason why I bring Elysium is so I can pop this on the higher tier Avengers to slow them down so Platinum can do more DPS. So that's mainly it. Again, I could probably have used my XCI instead of Platinum, but it worked, so yeah. And of course, Bagpipe dies there. She wouldn't have taken it. It was actually a coincidence that I deployed Bagpipe right after the purple shot, but yeah. And then that's part of the reason why I use Ballistas, because otherwise, as you see here, Nian is the last one I deployed, as except for Bagpipe, obviously, but since she's the last one out in the open, then she's the one being hit, and Faust cannot kill her with my contract, so there's that. And of course, I deploy Silver Ash now. That way he'll be available again if and when I need to deploy him again on the right side of the map to get rid of Faust for certain. Because, like as I said, maybe Platinum is doing damage, but if she's not, then the main source of damage on Faust would be Silver Ash here. If I was doing Caster Specialist, then obviously it would be Aofiala instead, but if I'm Guard Sniper, there aren't a lot of other options I can think of off the top of my head that I have, other than Silver Ash, so maybe Chen on S3, but my Chen has maxed S2 only. So I pop his skill here, and I do a little mistime here because, again, as for with Bagpipe, I was lucky. Here, I was not as lucky because for some reason I forgot to count. So here Silver Ash gets shot right as the explosions go off. So it's pretty coincidental, but basically he just got hit by the Tank Buster and died. So, and that wouldn't have happened if I got rid of the Detector early, but I really don't have any other way to get rid of them earlier. Maybe I do, but as of this run, I was didn't have an option. So now I'm kind of sweating because Bagpipe's just gonna get one shot here, and if this Avenger touches Chen, then Chen's also dead. But of course, I use Chen S2 to get rid of that. Also taking care if this and you saw this enemy kind of sneaking past Chen here. If he sneaked past, if he snuck past, I probably would have failed here too. So pretty much at the end here, I do make some mistakes. So here, one of my biggest things to optimize in at least is that I could have just used Elysium S2 here. No reason to hold on to it. By the time I was at the time of I was playing this, I was thinking that I could pop him here and then Silver Ash would deploy after when he was ready. But as you can see, Silver Ash is going to be available to deploy before the boss reaches Elysium's S2 range. So I should have just popped Elysium's S2 so that my archers, even at this point, could get faster faster attack speed. And then Chen here, my kind of less optimization on should have just been burning her S2 because the faster I kill the enemies up here, the faster I can deploy her up here if Silver Ash doesn't do enough damage, which is what you see I will do in a moment. So there, I popped Elysium S2 for no reason. I didn't draw anyone I don't need. Yeah, funny thing, you still need Telopsis here because otherwise, I think Platinum would get killed by the Ballistas here, so that's kind of why you need an AoE healer, or I needed to use one. And then when Silver Ash gets S3 here, I'm going to pop S3 pretty much as soon as possible. I'll deploy anyone I can. Bagpipe's available, so right after this shot, I should be counting, but I didn't want him to let him sneak past. He probably wouldn't have anyway. But yeah, in any case, it didn't really matter. Yeah, because Silver Ash is the main source of damage here. Yeah, as you can see, Platinum's doing about 240 bleh. And my Platinum's, like, maxed out everything. So that's how much damage a Platinum will do on this contract level Faust. Says that Shiny's not doing anything anymore. So I kind of withdraw her. Actually, she's healing Yan because Yan's still being targeted here. But I have Telopsis' S2 up, so it doesn't really matter too much. And then I pop everything just to make sure whoever I put up second survives. I put Shorts here for the defense break. That way when I deploy Chen here after getting rid of Silver Ash, I can get some defense breaks, and this is pretty much the end stretch. I put everyone else here. Didn't need to put here. I could have maybe put Elysium instead, to S2 instead if I had the chance, but as you see, he's going to drop here. And then I clear. So as we close it out here, just like to mention for anyone who has me as their friend, yeah, that's why I'm using Platinum here. And that's how I got my trim anyway. I have Platinum usually on my support just because, I mean, I shouldn't really. I should be putting other, well, no, I don't really have other 5 stars, but yep, it's Platinum. As you can see right here, fully maxed out, and that's that. So if you watched this, thank you for watching. That's all for now. Jared and MML. I'm out. And like I said, this is more for my own records.